Hi, baby.
Hi, dear.
It's 2023 currently.
So it's currently 2025. You're a little late to remembering that you filmed this.
So, we make our vision board every single year. How many of these things have you crossed off?
You have crossed off so many things on your vision board. Not every single thing, but you did a pretty good job.
Have you, landed a relationship?
No, we have not landed a full-blown committed relationship yet, but that's okay. We are only 22. Babes, take your time.
Did you land an internship or a job? Because I know you're tired of working at Green Turtle as a server.
You are now a news anchor and reporter for a smaller station, but before you landed your job, you were a bartender, and you bartended throughout the whole summer, met so many amazing people. You said you'd never work in the service industry again, and here you are, and you loved it, and you want to do it again.
Did you go get your belly button re-pierced?
You already know we did. Can't live without it. You've had this thing for too long to turn back now.
Do you still have your smiley in? We've had it for 2 years, but I know you said you were thinking about taking it out.
Still have your smiley in. It's right here. I just have the clear one in for newscasts and everything, and then you flip your septum up most of the time, and no one knows that you're cool outside of work.
We landed any more brand deals or gained any more followers. We've been stuck in the 2,000 mark for forever, so hopefully we gained a little bit more, at least 5K.
Your passion for content creation has kind of been dying briefly. You want to get back into it. Your camera broke. You had to get a new camera, and that was a whole thing. But you're hoping that this year you can kind of pick up the slack. You started your newscast Instagram, so maybe you'll be a little active there. But no, you are still stuck in the 2000s on TikTok, and you are still stuck, I think, at the same number on Instagram.
Have you made some more friends? We're graduating. Have those friends stuck around? Have we made new ones? Have we took ourselves on self-dates?
So you actually did, and you started this little mini self-date series on TikTok and Instagram, but because you're not consistent, you only posted 2 videos of the series. You started pole classes, you started really taking yourself out during the summer, so hopefully we can find the balance between having our job and still getting out and taking ourselves out.
Have you moved? Are you still staying with your aunt? Which, if you are, there's nothing wrong with that. The economy's expensive, okay? But if you have, I want to see the apartment. I want to see how it looks and if it's exactly what we wrote about in our journal.
Funny enough, something that you definitely didn't see, you are back in Ohio. After you graduated, you ended up moving back home. You stayed at home for a little bit while you bartended. You got your job offer and you found a townhouse. And you got your own townhouse. You pay rent. You're sitting on a couch that you purchased. How crazy is that? It looks very similar to what we wrote about in our journal. There's a few little things that are not exactly the same, but we will get our dream place pretty soon. This is pretty close to it. You have an upstairs, you have 2 bedrooms, you have a bath and a half, you have a basement, a living room, a kitchen. You are in such a good spot, and you are so appreciative and happy that this is where you ended up. Even though you couldn't envision yourself not living in the DMV. Trust me, you still can't, and you will be back. But you fell in love with your home state just a little bit more.
You found the guy of your dreams who does every single thing in your Mr. Perfect list. Because if you haven't found that by now, come on, girl. Stop settling for the most bare minimum.
Okay, you never necessarily settled for the bare minimum. You just had a little bit of a tolerance. You've done so much better at building your boundaries and talking to people. Situationship is only a situationship to one person in that situationship. You have met so many more amazing people. Remember, you are single.
Have you started making your bed every day and developing a routine? We struggle a lot with routine. If you haven't already, tell Miss Little 2025 to get her stuff together.
Miss Little 2025 is doing the best that she can. Miss Little 2025 works at 10 to 6 and commutes an hour to work every day. So she gets a little tired. She forgets to make her bed. I'm going to do better. I genuinely want to start making my bed every day.
Also, have you been journaling consistently? Please tell me you have.
Girl, so with journaling, you're about as consistent as you've always been. Once a big life event happens, you run straight to your journal. Otherwise, you don't necessarily sit with it every day, but you do check in with yourself.
Either way, whether you've accomplished all the things that we've written down or not, I still love you. And I'm doing everything currently for you, asking myself, would future me appreciate this?
Future you, me, appreciates you so much, and we will not stop working until future us is exactly where she wants to be. So, good job. See you next year.